Hello everyone, it's Hindash. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be another all MAC makeup look, and it is a Middle East collection that's launching exclusively in the Middle East. So I'm very excited. And I'm reunited with my really good friend Lana for this video, so yeah. So today's look is going to be a very rose gold toned look. That's what the palette mainly has, and I really wanted to play with those colors. And by the way, I post all of my makeup looks on Instagram first, so follow me there if you want to see more of my upcoming looks. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this look and keep watching to discover more of the collection and more of the product. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't done that already, and leave me a thumbs up and a comment down below. Let me know what you'd like to see next. Bye. Okay, so I'm going to be starting it off with basic skincare. I'm going to be using the MAC Studio Moisture Cream. You can use whatever moisturizer you'd like. And I always like to massage it into the skin just to wake the skin up and prep it for makeup. And not forgetting the neck as well. Next, I'm going to be taking one of my favorite eye creams to use for makeup, and this is the MAC Fast Response Eye Cream, and I love this because it's very light. It just sits on the skin beautifully, and makeup sits on top of it really well. For lips, I'm going to be taking the MAC Lip Conditioner and putting a thick layer because, again, I love this for pre-makeup, and just leave it on before you do foundation and just let it sink in. For highlighter, I'm going to be doing it underneath foundation, and this is the new MAC Dazzle Drops in DazzlePeach. Now, as I applied this, I saw that it was more sparkly and glittery, so if I would use this next time, I'd put it on top of foundation or on the body. I think it'll look beautiful on the body because it has that subtle sparkle in it. Then I'm going to go in with foundation. This is the MAC Studio Fix Fluid Foundation, and I'm going to be applying it very thinly because this is a full coverage foundation. And as you guys know, I like to apply this foundation in thin layers, and I use a more dense, fluffy brush to really work it into the skin. I like to go lighter with my application on the forehead because I'm going to be bronzing that and I don't want to apply a lot of products. And to bronze and sort of shape the face, I'm taking a darker shade and blending it in with the foundation. So I'm not really contouring with this, I'm just bringing shape and life back into the skin, which all looks great when the blush is sort of tied in. For concealer, I'm going to be taking the MAC Studio Fix 24-Hour Smooth Wear Concealer. And I'm using this to brighten, which is why I'm taking a lighter shade. So underneath the eyes, around the nose, tip of the chin, and underneath the cheekbones on the jawline. And blending everything with a damp beauty blender. For an eyeshadow base, I'm taking the MAC Pro Longwear Paint Pot in Groundwork, and this is a neutral, sort of a cool tone brown actually. And I'm going to be applying that all over the lids to prep for eyeshadow. And what this looks like is it sort of mimics the darkness of eyelids, which I really like. Okay, so I get asked about this all the time. Why do I use eye pencils or pencil liners first before eyeshadow? I really love using them on bare or primed lids because without eyeshadow, it kind of goes on much more smoother and there's no tugging, there's no pulling. The pencil just glides. Whereas if you had eyeshadow on, it's more of a powder surface, so the pencil doesn't glide on as smooth because there's powder in the way. And it kind of blends in and all of that stuff. But if you do this and then do eyeshadow and then on top of that set it with the dark shadow, it works beautifully, you have to try it. Next I'm going to be taking the MAC Rose-Gilded eyeshadow palette, the star of the show. And it has a lot of beautiful rose gold tones, and I'm going to be starting off with the nude cream shade in the crease. And just buffing that in and then going in with the pinky rose shade and further blending it into the crease. Then I'm going to be taking the shimmer shade, and these are best applied with fingertips because they're so creamy and intense. And you don't need a lot, they're very intense. So I'm just blending that into the lid and tapping it on. And then I'm taking the lighter shimmer and putting it on the inner corners just to give us more dimension. I'm going to go in with the brown shade, and then I'm going to diffuse and blend out that liner and making it sharper all at once, which is the trick that I told you about. And then taking a bit of the orange and warming up that brown because I thought it was a bit too cool toned. And I wanted to blend it in with these rose tones. So that's a good trick to really layer the colors you're working with so that they blend seamlessly together. And I'm taking a bit of that orange and working it into the crease. Again, tying all the colors together. And then dipping into the pink and orange, I'm going to go on the lower lash line and diffusing them. For mascara, I'm going to be taking the MAC in Extreme Dimension Lash Mascara. Then for lashes, I'm going to be using the 76 lash, but I'm going to cut it in half and using the outer corners because I really want that lifted winged effect. And then I'm going in with the black eyeshadow, which is very creamy and intense, and I'm just going to rub that between the lashes and the fake lashes so that everything is blended together. I'm doing lower lashes with a fan brush and wiggling it into the lashes so we get that nice smoky look. I'm going to be contouring the nose, and I always love to do the tip of the nose, if you guys know, to really create that lifted nose effect. And contouring the cheekbones, jawline, and forehead, basically setting what we did with the foundation, because I didn't use powder. And I'm going to highlight the tip of the nose with the banana shade. For blush, I'm using MAC Peaches and applying it pretty high up on the cheeks. And again, this mimics the tones on the eyes. And for lip liner, I'm using the MAC Oak Lip Pencil, which has become one of my favorites. It's a great neutral tone to shape the lips for light, medium to medium skin tones. And for lipstick, I'm using the new MAC Down to an Art lipstick, and this is a matte finish, and it's very peachy, so I'm using it, sort of dabbing it into the lips, and then blending it in together. And as you can see, the result is a color that's very similar to the rose gold on the eyes, so everything really works in harmony. And for highlight, I'm using the MAC Mineralize Skinfinish in Soft and Gentle, one of my favorites, and I'm using this with a eyeshadow brush because I want a very detailed application. And finally, I'm setting everything with MAC Fix Plus. And this is the final look on Lana. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you think. Give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.